So this is like silver for Orianna game, but Elfrogen is kind of smurfing, I guess, this game. And when it comes to runes, he also has a bit of a troll rune page. 21 or actually like 22 AD, so I don't recommend anyone to use such an page on any champion, no matter how good AD ratios or whatever you would have. But, a rune page alone doesn't really decide how far you can climb up the ladder or win games or not, but you wanna have like useful stats. I guess he's gonna fix his rune page when he has a chance to get the IP for that, but for now it's just time to see how he plays the game. And Master Race, he had this rather standard 21 offense and 9 defense. And yeah, silver 4 matchup against the Rise. I think Orianna should be doing rather fine against Rise. Outranging and but I don't know with this rune page. That's, yeah, that was rather horrible. I think Orianna's strength is maybe not in the first level. Well, maybe that was the rune page's fault. That was interesting. No, what could be worse than 2280? It's pretty bad, to be honest. I'm not sure if it doesn't show on the stream, but yeah, this really is 2280 page. And yeah, well, I've reviewed games from people who have like incomplete rune pages, so that's even worse than what Elfrogen is using right now. But yeah, that level 1 was really clumsy. Yeah. You have to have like better plan than just trying to auto attack a Rise who has the stronger level 1 spell anyway. Like he could like overload twice and couldn't really deal with that as Orion. The command attack isn't the greatest level 1. Like, but if he really is like belongs to higher elo, I will expect him to like still outfarm this matchup and maybe even kill the Rise solo. So yeah, the plan would be to get Chalice next. Here comes the Lee Sin. Lands the Q and that's a kill, but the minions not strong enough. Almost. A few cannon hits and you would have been dead though. So let's arrange these champion portraits and wait, what is the fucking matchup there here? Is it Warwick support? Yeah. Didn't really pay attention to that shit, but yeah. Always expect the unexpected at silver and bronze. And even in diamond, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen with the team comps. And now we have the jellies, no wards though. didn't really have the money for it, I guess. And here comes the Shaco. Burns the flash for that. And now having go back, but hopefully this time we get a ward. No ward. Even though with 160 gold, I don't understand this shit. Like, what if you ganked again? Having to recall is so bad, and Lee Sin dies so low with the Rise and Shaco. Yeah, you need wards, like deep enough wards so that you can see the Shaco approaching the lane. Against Shaco you can't really ward the side brush in the river, as that's too near, and the good Shacos will just jump over the walls over here, so you need to have deep vision, like the raid camps or this whole entrance, and same here, like the pixel brush or over this wall, because it's commonplace that Shaco will jump from and come with the deceive. He can move quite a long way while stealth, especially once they buy like Moby boots or something, or if they have movement speed quints. And even so, Shaco has a great base movement speed, like fastest in the game, I believe. And even in the farm, but Rise with 2 kills right now, not doing too great. Like, I think Orianna has the advantage if she's like uses the range and gets some items like Chalice or something like that. Maybe I think she can like start dominating the Rise then, or even early on if she just out pushes the Rise and gets some poke down. I think Rise has harder time pushing the lane, so. But if, of course, if you fuck up the level 1 and then get ganked and don't buy wards, then it can be hard to like be aggressive and create any advantage. But the game is still young. Let's see. I wanna see something done here in the mid. Just farming isn't good enough, but yeah, it's gonna be hard. Price has his stacking items, and now he's even roaming, so this should be being pushed. Yeah, so you're pushing it, and but you better get something out of this. Just making him miss one creep wave isn't really good enough while your teammates are dying. But that's all we get for now. And 1200. There's money for wards, but you're not buying any. Again, I don't like this at all. And the 10-minute CS was like below 60, I believe. So not the greatest. And Rise is roaming. Yet again, getting kills. Yeah, this is also why wards are so great. You need to track your lane opponent. If this game keeps going like this for a while, then all your side lanes will just get crushed, and then there's like no hope. But at least Lee Sin Gangster Riven and Rice actually went for like socks and home guards and cloth armor. I don't really understand that. You have a double AP comp. I think this Rice is buying really bad. He should just forget about everything else, just get the Rod of Ages first. You want that completed really quickly. But I think this Rice is making a huge mistake when it comes to these items. The armor really isn't needed, and home guard really isn't greatest at 10 minutes. It's real bad buy, and I never like it. Even worse when I see AD carries pick up home guard at like 10 minutes. I can't believe some people are really doing that. Yeah, I know about the Shaco deceive showing in the fog, but how does it really work? Can you always see that deceive even if the Shaco was at the other side of the map, or how does it work? Because yeah, I think it's like global effect where you can see it even in the fog, but I'm not really 100% sure about that. Like maybe this spectator view would show that if we look at it. Like if we see Shaco deceive. Come on now, use it, Shaco. Doesn't use it. There we go. So now I hope this won't crash. Yeah, so let's see the red side point of view. We should see Shaco going there. And yes, we see that smoke in the jungle. So yeah, I guess that's always how it works. Yeah. Well, according to the spectator point of view, it's global. So yeah, you don't... But yeah, I think the greatest Shacos. So it might be a bit hard to like watch both of these sides like deep here. Like you would need like a zoom hack or whatever for that. So. But yeah, the best Shacos won't ever walk into this brass, and they will deceive like pretty far away with the Moby boots or whatever. So yeah, now we start seeing the Orianna domination. Maybe she's not that strong in the early game, but I'm not the greatest at mid lane. But I believe a good Orianna will dominate Ryze at like all levels. But now with Athenes, we finally start seeing that. And I don't know, Ryze thinking he's strong enough, but he really wasn't. Like the item build also doesn't help Ryze at all. Oh, nice ultimate, but not enough. Needed those, I don't know, needed wards or something. Yeah, I think Ryze could have had a few minutes earlier Rod of Ages, and that would be pretty big deal. And also Ryze could be buying like Negatron rather than sword boots and cloth armor, so I don't really like those items at all on him. And also I'm not sure you needed this home card. I would rather spend the money on something else. Like I think home guard is only good for like base defense rather than just walking a bit faster to the mid lane sometimes. Late game it's a bit different when there's like the counter barons and shit like that. Oh, and this is just perfect. They get really greedy and Lee Sin ultimate and all that AoE damage destroys them. But yeah, you're not buying any wards into Orianna, and I'm not sure about these home guards. Could have just spent the money on something else and get that earlier Jonias or Deathcap or whatever you want next. I think Jonias would be decent, but yeah, there are a lot of different options. Like their physical damage is pretty high, so. And there it wasn't really a greatest roam. Even if we don't like include the Shaco in this, even then it would be kind of bad idea to go there, I think. You're just too late anyway, and Tristana is almost there. At this point I would just turn around. Instead you walk into the whole enemy team kinda. Caught by Shaco and Warwick, and that alone is like enough. Yeah. Like your team needs to pick a bit smarter fights and have that vision control, because enemy team is really good at roaming and creating those peaks, like with Riven Rise and Warwick and Shaco, all that shit. But I don't think their team fight is like super strong. Like you have some CC and a kite potential on the Warwick Riven Rise. Even Shaco can be kited. And they have no vision, and I don't know. They're not buying any wards. This Warwick is like, I don't know, he's new to the game or something, just trolling. Picking support Warwick and building Tornmail. Yeah, you need to watch your distance to those guys. But it's going great right now. And yeah, needlessly large rod could be Jonias rather than Deathcap, I feel. I think the physical damage is the biggest threat here, so reducting that is pretty good even on a carry champions. Like I like to build defensive items. But you're going for the Deathcap. It comes down to your like positioning skills and all that shit. Like what would you consider best? But I don't understand why would you like not buy any wards ever. Like that's just dumb. And yeah, pink wards here and there would be like really good to have. Might even get you a free Baron or something. Or create a nice team fight. Again, this angle you're approaching from is kinda bad. You could be kinda trapped here. And let's see how this goes. And there's only like I don't know if Swain would even come, but you will need him. Oh well, he will come, but and they split their focus. Kinda. Alone with the Warwick, and while Swain gets focused now. And Riven is really fast and quite strong actually. but the Lee Sin takes care of that. Yeah, these fights are just... they're happening because of face checking and no vision, and nobody really buys the wards except Leona, but she's also getting caught by warding, and I like this mid lane ward, but these two side wards aren't really the greatest. Like, especially if you plan on going on being aggressive and pushing turrets, they won't help you when you are pushing past the mid. And now we see the completed death cap along with another large, blasting one, and yeah, that Warwick ultimate is pretty nasty to deal with. You pretty much have to know if he has it or not, and play accordingly. And I guess you're building void stuff. Which is this is the standard build for like most damage, I guess. So there's really not that much wrong with it. Like, I think Jonias was a good alternative to the death cap, and then you could have like went for the void stuff 4th item, because there's no magic resistance on anyone, so it's not the greatest. And I don't believe they even have like full magic resistance runes or anything like that, because their magic resistance is rather low right now. Yeah, can't really initiate like this when you take turret hit and Warwick ultimate at the same time. Like, if you're planning on baiting the Warwick ultimate, you better have like Quicksilver Shash or something like that. Or I don't know, if you had Banshees maybe it would help too, but probably it gets just popped before it would like do anything. I wouldn't mind getting Quicksilver next item if you're planning to like on eating the Warwick ultimates. I mean, they have some vision here, but if you look at the wards placed, Leona hasn't placed any right now, and in the early game the Orianna wasn't buying any vision for Shaco ganks or Riven roaming, or he didn't have any vision to track the Ryze, and Ryze ganked like the side lanes a few times, so. And that was all when he had chance to buy wards. Like, he was leaving the base with 200 gold or whatever. You should be just like buying 2 wards with that money, instead of just walking to lane without wards. And right now, like, yeah, sure they have the side stones, but I don't know if the usage is the greatest. And even so, Orianna and whatever could still be buying some pink wards and shit like that, because look at this shit. Who in this game is denying vision right now? Like, we can always talk about placing wards, but denying wards is like even more important sometimes. And when I look at the bronze and silver games, I could easily see from like just watching the inventories of a game, like compared to like master level game, like how many pink wards are being bought in a game, how many oracle trinkets are, or even the fucking sweeping lens are being bought in a game. Like it's actually free, so you don't even need to buy the sweeping lens. But just looking at this shit, I would instantly know that it's not a high elo game, because there's not much vision game going on, you know. It's nice to see the double side stone. I like it. In a tight game, it might be the thing that decides like who makes the worst calls. The team with more vision usually makes the better calls and gets caught way less. So. But even here, like Leon is like face checking into this brush. If I'm just wanna drop this tip here, but yeah, you want to ward over the walls rather than face check the brushes. And if you plan on going to this area that is completely black, you might not even wanna go there alone like this. So luckily they have a decent gauge, but that could have been like what sometimes happens is that the snowball effect happens where everyone wants to join the fight, but they are too late and they get picked one by one, and the comeback happens then because people get baited by their teammates. And again, Lee is like way too aggressive here, but actually they had no, well, maybe I take that back, but yeah, look at this. This might still turn bad. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Because Swain wasn't there. That's why. But it's still an ace, so I guess it was it was fine. But Lee didn't even, I don't think he had the vision to like really make the call. Like, well, I guess they knew that Jinx wasn't near. Let's see if we are really smart about this. They don't have much vision. They see Ryze is there and that the dragon is probably dead or whatever. But like, to me, initiate like this isn't the greatest move. When my AD carry is there and my Swain is like recalled. But they like never get to ult with the Warwick, and even Ryze does so quickly. So yeah, I guess what I was talking about getting baited was what happened to the enemy team right there. Should have just let Warwick die. And yeah, at this point, actually there's not even that much of a gold advantage right now. And the vision isn't even that great for the red team. You should be like focused on warding the blue side jungle in the blue buff side, I think, and then thinking about sieging mid or taking Baron or baiting Baron. Like if you see Shaco bot, you should be going for Baron right now, I think, instead of chasing the Shaco. Like there's no way he will like take the inhib when the wave is here and there's like turrets still. So I would just like go for the aggressive Baron calls. But yeah, this is like a bit weird. But yeah, this Riven is like non-threat right now for the Orianna, I guess. And what the fuck is wrong with the rice build? Amura Manor. Oh my god. Why? Well, whatever. This isn't this replay isn't really about rice builds. Oh, and getting baited. And bad positioning. Again, bad chasing by Jinx and whatever. Yeah, there should be way more grouping up, way better vision. Take the mid turret, take Baron, whatever. If you see Shaco bot, take Baron. If you get any free kills, group up in the mid quickly and take the turret down. And again, that batting was a bit bad when you run into the Riven like that, but you survive and the Riven doesn't. And let's see. Yeah. Oh, was that really? I wonder if there was like a misplay right there. You use the barrier, and he has the mole. According to this, you have ultimate, but I guess not. Yeah, maybe it's bugged. Yeah, maybe there was really no escape. I don't know. At least Leona didn't use the randoms. Would have been useful. I think there was a way out of that Warwick with Leona using randoms. Well, maybe it was on cooldown, because this is so bugged sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. This whole vision control thing isn't really happening right now. Even with the double sides though. And then these retarded deaths keep happening. Like, why isn't Leona dropping wards while she has Sightstone and she's all the way in the mid lane, like near the inhib, and there's no vision here anyway. And there was also no wards dropped near the Baron area, even though it was like possible. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, throws. This is exactly what I was like fearing might happen if the vision control and the grouping up isn't like proper. Of course, like one man alone can't make a team group or make the vision control perfect, but you could try like real hard with the just being like on my way and assist me and all that shit, just being in the Baron area and making your team group and buying some pink wards, buying the Oracle trinket, clearing the enemy wards, and like there should be a good fight and a possible free Baron from that if you make it happen. Like even in the lowest elo you can still sometimes like make that shit happen. Like they might be slow to react, but if you wait a while and are patient with it and You can make it happen. I've made it happen with my team.
It can we need to see.
Like now you should be pushing rather than chasing. Like where is everyone? Just tank the turret even. I guess you're able to end the game even. Also when it comes to the defensive item, I guess you were going for Banshees, but I think Quicksilver is maybe better. For the Warwick ultimate it's kinda nasty. Or even the Rise prison it's like 1.5 seconds or...
Yeah.
But Riven stun is... well, it's less than a second. Shaco box actually 1.5 seconds. Next up should be like going to bot lane maybe. Grouping up there. Take the inhibs. Like I don't know if pushing the mid is the best choice here. I would just go bot. But I think you can end it. Because they kinda get caught before the turrets are even helping. Whiffing the Orianna ultimate, but since they were 2 people down instantly, it doesn't even matter. And now the super minions are arriving and time to just end the game. Yeah, the whole... I don't know. The level 1 was real bad. Can't suicide like that. Like, I think you were just cocky. I guess you were comfortable with the matchup, like you know Orianna somewhat, and you weren't afraid of playing against the Rise, but I don't know, you just chose the wrong time to go aggressive, and then the lack of vision in the laning phase was kinda bad. You lost all control, you were just forced to stay in the lane trying to find CS, but Rise was doing whatever and Shaco was able to gank you. Like here you had money for wards, but you're not buying any, and the Rise keeps roaming and you're not really tracking him. I don't know if how well you communicated that to your team, but yeah. And then there were some bad fights in the mid game where you, I don't know, try to go help, try to go roam, but you just choose a bad thing and get caught. And then the item build, maybe there was like I think Jonia would have been a decent choice for the second item rather than the death cap, and yeah, and the early home guard wasn't really the greatest, I feel. It's 500, it's not that cheap, to be honest. So yeah.